All right, what's up, guys? Welcome to another MLB The Show 24 stream here on Twitch. I'm NextJGGen24, and today we're going to be grinding out the Season 2 Awards Drop 5 program. So yesterday, I was finally able to complete the Battle Royale program, or, at least get to the Flawless Pack, which enabled me to get Vladimir Guerrero. So I was able to complete that. I also earned 8,500 XP as well, which is helpful. It's always helpful to get extra XP. So now that I'm done with that, I can get back to some of the programs that I have not grinded so far, which includes the Season 2 Awards Drop 5 program, as well as the Retro Home Run Derby program. But I will save the Retro Home Run Derby program for another time. Maybe we can start it today. I'm not sure about that. We'll just see how far we get with this. So ultimately, what I plan on doing here is getting as much of this as getting this program done. It should not take me long. Once I get Jonathan India, I'm gonna get Royce Lewis, and then that's gonna be the program. So generally speaking, obviously I plan to do this. I have Jake Irvin already in my rotation. He's gonna start in the next one. That's also gonna go hand in hand with this mission as well. We're also going to get the hits, so we have a lineup that's full of Nick Castellanos, Nolan Gorman, Gio Urshela. I'll show you guys my lineup. I'm very close on this, so honestly, this should only take like a few at-bats. That's why I'm not really going with a starting pitcher or Topps Now series starting pitcher. I'm going with Urban to get him his XP. And honestly, he doesn't even need that much XP. He just needs 300. So he'll be done. All it takes is one play versus CPU game, and he's going to be done. The extra base hits and the hits are probably the most concerning because they're looking for 20 for season awards, and extra base hits that I need 11 more. That's going to be tough. We also have the general missions here. The parallel XP with Reds players is already done. I don't need to worry about that. These are not hard to do, although the third home runs with the third baseman might be a bit of a challenge. But other than that, these missions should be relatively easy. And then eventually we'll get to doing the moments once we do those. But we're gonna save those. Let's see. It looks like these are 18, so I can literally get to 32 program stars, and that's about as far as I need to go. Then I could just go right to doing the moments, and I'll have Jonathan India. So that's the plan. I'll show you the lineup that I'm rocking with here. It's Julio Ramos in left, Jackson Merrill in center, Nick Castellanos in right, Hunter Dozier. I know he's not from any of the programs, but as I came to find out, any Topps Now Season 2 card works. Your mom's coworker died yesterday? Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Oh, gosh. That's awful. If you don't feel comfortable telling me what the circumstances of the death were, I totally understand. I'm just asking out of curiosity. Do we know? Oh, cancer. Oh, I'm so sorry. God, cancer claims another victim. Damn it. F cancer. F it. But as I was saying any Topps Now Season 2 card counts for the program, whether it's part of the Drops program or not. That's something that I eventually learned, hence why you see guys like Harrison Bader and Garrett Hampson and Hunter Dozier in the lineup when, someone like Max Kepler or Ryan Bliss or Logan O'Hoppe or even Jamie Westbrook are not in the lineup. But Gio Urshela is another example of season card season awards card that counts for the program. So just so everyone's clear on that, it does not have to be. It does not have to be from the Drops program. It just has to be a season awards card. And her husband and me were pretty cool with each other. I know. Unfortunately, you could do the best that you can with cancer. You can treat it, but when it's time, it's time. And play by the pitcher that missed the base. No, I did not. I don't know what you're referring to. Anyway, I'm done explaining exactly what it is I need to do. So how about we get right into this game? Obviously, we're going to play against the Colorado Rockies because I need extra base hits. The Mets pitcher, are you talking about today? I didn't see the play, but if you're referring to today, I would not be surprised. It was a bad game today. It was a bad game. Should not, Oh, you don't know? It probably was today because they lost 8-2 against the Pirates. I've noticed that lately they either lose badly or they barely win. And that's not how you go through a season. Now, so far it hasn't hurt the Mets. They're 44-45. So, not out of it, but it's like there needs to be better. You can't be splitting series against the Nationals and Pirates. You can't. It's clear that this is no longer the month of June for the Mets. They could, and that may be enough for them to get into the playoffs. But that doesn't mean that they're gonna beat. It doesn't mean that they're gonna get far. It just means they get there. So that's why the trade deadline is so important. The Mets have to make moves to bring in guys, pitchers that are going to help this team win. If you think about it, this is the third series in a row that they've dropped 2 games. He did not. It was only Pete Alonso, as far as I know, that made the All-Star game. And apparently, Pete is going to play in the Home Run Derby again. So, Diaz did not make it. Not that he deserved it, but
1-1.
Bryce Terang snubbed over Arias. Yeah, and considering that Arias got traded mid-season, or not even mid-season, I think he got traded in May. So the fact that he got traded yet still made the All-Star game is like, what? Not saying that trading doesn't immediately makes you a non-candidate, but I am saying that it's pretty amazing that you could be on 2 teams and still make it. Well, who is the Brewers representative in the All-Star game? I didn't really see. Because every team has to have one.
Counts 1-0.
So who are the Brewers sending to Texas?
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
Yelich and Contreras? Okay. At least they got 2. That's more than what the Mets had. As far as I know, the Mets only had freaking 1. So you got more than what the Mets got.
The right field, Charlie.
0-1. 0-1.
I did see it because I actually I was in the MLB store yesterday when they were showing the game on MLB TV, Brewers versus Dodgers. So I watched a little bit of it while I was waiting to go into work, and yeah, they made a lot of work they made some good work out of the Dodgers. Brazil eliminated from Copa America. Yeah, wow, that's surprising. Yeah, honestly, I really don't pay attention to soccer until the World Cup happens. Mainly because the U.S. has no team. So it's just, I really don't pay attention to soccer. Don't care about if we want to celebrate the bigger trophy. Okay. Doesn't Brazil have the most World Cup trophies in the entire world? Yeah, France is always hard to beat. France is a pretty good team. Although I think England is starting to make England may be struggling, but they've lucked out so far, so don't sleep on England either. Yes, I know. Soccer is big in Brazil. It's big everywhere. It's big for most of the world except here in the U.S. Like, no one cares about soccer. Well, that not many people care about soccer here in the U.S. Actually surviving the Copa America. Oh, there you go. They must be good. Or they're clearly good enough to go after that trophy. Oh, I was robbed. I got robbed.
Leading off for the Rockies, the left fielder, Nolan Joe.
Oh.
The UEFA, I think is what you're referring to? Or is that the one that, well, actually, that might be the one that happens every 4 years, so maybe that's not. Copa America happens every year. Oh, it is. Oh, okay.
No, inside.
I know the UEFA is like really big in Europe. Like that's the one trophy aside from the World Cup trophy that European nations want to win. And I can certainly understand why. When it comes every 4 years, it's a pretty special event. I don't know if Jake Irvin even has any strikeouts. He needs to get some strikeouts, because otherwise... There we go. Okay, so I know he at least has one. Because we stink.
Yep, that ball went out.
The simple fact of the matter is the U.S. soccer stinks. And I just find it so funny how commentators were getting all over the U.S. women's soccer team for being bounced out of the first round or the quarterfinals of the World Cup, the last Women's World Cup. And it's like, they've won 3. The women have won 3 World Cups. The men haven't even won any. So, in my eyes, any male commentator who's going to criticize the women's soccer team has no right to do it until the U.S. wins the World Cup. Which, by my calculations, is not going to be anytime soon. No, she had her ACL torn twice. She can't play anymore. I said she was good. She's not good anymore, plus she's in her 30s. She can't play on the women's soccer team anymore. She tore her ACL twice. She's done. Yep. And even when she did, it's not like she went to, when she got a scholarship to play soccer, it's not like she went to an amazing school. Like, we're not talking USC, Rutgers, any of those top programs. She didn't go there. She went to Queen's University, and she rode the bench. It certainly isn't. So, my sister, you know, for as good as she was when she was a child, she wasn't that good later on. You know, and I hate to. She is clearly far better than I am at soccer. I'm just saying, I think she realizes that she just wasn't going to be able to. Just look at, for Duke now. Nice. I found this play. Just look up Duke. Future net. I don't know. It's going to depend on what those picks from the New York Knicks yield. Because they're going to, that's all the Nets have to rely on. Okay, so he's a pretty tall dude. Good. I'd always use tall dudes. Yeah, especially for Mikal Bridges, who wasn't exactly an all-star for... Yeah, exactly. But the Knicks wanted him, so if they're willing to give up that much, fine. Fine. I'm glad to see that the Nets are actually learning from their mistakes and taking advantage of people that want these players and are willing to give up multiple first-round picks for him. Brewers got a washed-up Aaron Savali.
The designated hitter, Jacob Dolan.
Hey, sometimes when you need holes filled, then you got to work with what you've got. You know, the Mets are the best example of that. They have a ton of holes in their bullpen, and they just made a trade to get Matt Cage from the Dodgers. Like who? I don't know, but hopefully he's good enough. Oh, Urban has four strikeouts. Okay.
Ball in.
Yes. You mean like play fighting, or were they like
2 strikes.
actually fighting?
Nope. Outside.
Okay, so that sounds like actual fighting. There we go. That's strikeout number 5.
The center fielder, number 9, Brenton.
Yeah, but sometimes they playfully bite each other, you know, as part of play. That's how they play. Okay, so then that leads me to believe that it was just play fighting. Strike 3, sit down.
Leading off for the lineup, the catcher, Kyle Higashioka.
I mean, I don't know what to tell you. If they're sleeping together right now, it seems to me that the older dog is much more comfortable with the puppy. So that sounds like it was play fighting. And biting, as far as the biting goes, like, you know, they just bite each other playfully. They don't try to, I don't think they try to hurt each other. It's just kind of like nipping. Like they nip at each other. Nip at the neck. It just shows dominance. My dog, my sister's dog and my dog, or my family dog, did that all the time. When she was a puppy, go watch a lot of puppy videos and you'll see what I'm talking about. Like, it's probably just play fighting. They were probably just nipping at each other, because if they were really aggressive with each other, that older dog would not let your puppy sleep next to him. That's just how I see it. I don't think it's a call for, I don't think it's a time to be concerned. That's, yeah. I mean, I'm no expert, but I mean, just what I've seen. Oh, you've been monetized? Oh, dude, nice.
Number 46.
Good for you. There you go. Your Instagram account is really popular, dude. There you go. Good for you. I didn't even think you could be monetized on Instagram, but okay, I guess we are.
Hey! 0-1.
Nice.
Nope.
Yep, there you go.
2 balls, 1 strike. Hey! 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Dude, I wish I could be monetized on, well, monetized more often here on Twitch. I would love to get sponsorships. Like, I would love it if I would love it if Coke sponsored me, and I would, that would be cool in my mind. Oh, come on, Garrett Hampson. No! Julio Ramos, what are you doing? Probably the government is going to take, well, they're going to take taxes off of it. I don't think it's going to be half, but they are going to take some, they are going to take some of it.
0-2.
Unless it's private, I don't know. I mean, I don't know how sponsorship, I guess sponsorship, you have to look at the laws in terms of sponsorship for children. Okay, then if it's just tax, but the government doesn't take half of it. They take, and plus SeatGeek would, in a paycheck, they would take out the taxes of it. But now you're going to have to report that on your, you're probably going to have to report that. You're going to, you know, your family or whatever, they're going to have to, they're probably going to have to report that sponsorship. Otherwise it's tax fraud on your, it could be tax fraud. You could get into trouble. You know, every year I have to report whenever I earn money from.
He's out.
Don't want to get rated by IRS. Nope. Well, they're not gonna rate. They're not gonna rate you. No. They would not.
Hey.
What they would do is that they would freeze assets. They would just garnish wages and all that until you give them what
No
you
ball,
owe
2
them.
strikes.
That's how they would do it. They're not gonna rate you.
Hey.
IRS is not an agency that rates people. That's more FBI, CIA, I believe.
Hey.
And even then, it has to be like a
Balls the count.
full-blown federal investigation. The IRS is not going to launch a federal
No ball, 2
investigation
strikes.
for tax fraud. They're just going to... I think they would just do garnish wages, freeze assets, that kind of
The
stuff.
designated hitter, Jacob Galway.
Oh, your great-uncle was in the IRS? Hmm. Well, I know he's never gone after me for my taxes. But like I was saying before, like every year I have to put down that I got $50 from Twitch. Now that may not seem like a big deal. Dropped out, then had to go to school. He's dead. Yes, you said was, so I much imagine that he's deceased.
1-0.
By the way, I got my, I did my pre-order for the College Football 25, Men 25 MVP edition bundle. So that's, so now I literally am going to get it next week. Well, EA Sports College Football 25. That's going to be next week. In fact, it's gonna happen on Monday. Because it said no, it's going to happen on Tuesday. On Tuesday.
Counts 1-0.
I don't know. I mean, I think the game is going to be wonky. It's going to crash a lot online. So, I really want to take some time to kind of get used to the game, see how the Dynasty, Road to Glory, Ultimate Team modes work before I start streaming it.
What do you got?
People will be looking for it, especially before official release. Yeah, that's true. Actually, I don't know. I have to look at what I purchase and just see if it's if I have early. I know I have early access for Madden. I have to double check if I get early access for EA Sports College Football 25 because I thought it was coming out next Tuesday anyway, altogether. Like,
Hey.
but I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. How so? Excuse me. I mean, there are people who get paid to sit at home and just trade stocks all day. Now, yeah, obviously a lot more goes into that than what I just explained, but the generalization is stockbrokers get paid to sit at home, watch the markets, and make investments. And they use other people's money to do it. So it's not like it's their own. They just make a commission off of whatever their investments make.
Hold two is the count.
I would. In fact, I had an interest in it, but I really only have a basic interest or a basic knowledge. There's obviously a lot more that goes into it, and I don't have an economics degree.
Number 56.
I mean, it's one thing. It's one thing if I mess with my own money. It's one thing if I invest with my own money. It's another thing if I'm investing with other people's money. Attaboy, Urshela. Now we're starting to unload on the Rockies. This is exactly what I was hoping. Jim Cramer? The guy from Seinfeld? Yo, speaking of that, did you see that the George Costanza bobblehead that they gave out at Seinfeld night for Yankee Stadium is going for like $200 on the internet? How crazy is that? I thought that the actor who played George Costanza, I forget his name, so I apologize. But I thought he would have came out and say, hey, this is not cool. You know, these bobbleheads are not meant to be sold, meant to make a profit for people, you know, take these down and whatnot. But no, he was like, oh, I'm so honored by this. I love that people love the bobblehead. Now it's just like, wow. I mean, if that were me, I would be telling people not to sell them. Either keep them or give them to somebody who's going to appreciate it regardless of value.
No ball, two strikes.
But I don't think I'll ever have a bobblehead one day. It's fine, though. It's fine. I'm not... I'm not looking for total fame. I'm just looking to be the best that I can be. Best person, live a good life, and you know, just be happy. That's all I look for. If I get fame, that's great. You know, it's so funny because over the weekend we were running reports from our entertainment reporter, and she was reporting on how Kevin Bacon disguised himself as like a normal person, and he complained about it. He was saying, oh, no one was nice to me, people were mean, no one would let me cut in line, and it was like, this sucks. I want to go back to being famous. You're not loved. And I'm like, dude, welcome to the real world. Welcome to the real world. Now for your next act or your next attempt to live a normal life, how about you go try to buy an apartment or buy a house? You know, not a multi-million-dollar mansion. Go buy a regular house and try to live on a budget. Try to get by just by living paycheck to paycheck. Then you'll really see what it's like to live as a normal person. I can't stand celebrities who are like so egotistical. I really can't. It's clear that they do not understand what it means to live life as a normal person. 1-0. They don't understand. So I am not going to feel bad for people like Kevin Bacon who are going to complain, oh, people were mean to me, I couldn't cut in line, no one loved me. Guess what? Welcome to the real world. Actually, he only got a taste. That was only a day. Like I said, his next attempt at living a normal life, if he does one, go buy a house. Go buy a normal. Actually, go buy a cheap house and see how you can live paycheck to paycheck, paying for utilities, for food, for gas. That's what they really. That's what he really should have done. Then he would see how hard it is for people to live with the cost of living. How people struggle every day to get by. So I don't feel bad for Kevin Bacon at all, or any celebrity who tries this. And any celebrity in my mind who says, "Oh, it was such a great experience. I love being among the people again. Oh, I want to do this again." Yeah, right. You probably hated it and are trying to make it seem good. So, I don't feel bad. I don't feel bad at it. It just irked me. That's all. It just irked me that, Kevin Bacon was complaining about this. It's like, dude, welcome to the real world. Isn't it a wake-up call when you walk out of that multi-million-dollar mansion, and people don't know who you are? Isn't that something? Isn't life much more realistic when that doesn't happen?
He's out. He's safe.
Anyway, that was the only thing I wanted to complain about in terms of that.
Hey. 0-1.
The first baseman, number 4, Michael.
0-1's the count. Hey. 0-2 is the count.
Anyway. I don't know. I really don't want to. I don't think I could talk about the All-Star Game roster because it's like, honestly, Pete Alonso is the only Met on there. I will say I don't understand Pete Alonso's attempt at hitting well, I guess I understand it, but I just don't think the risk is worth it, especially since he got bounced out of the first round last year. So it's like, why are you doing this again? Pete Alonso, I get that he wants to show everyone that he still has power, like that he can hit home runs. I'm not saying that he can't. But he hasn't won a home run derby since 2021. Okay? And I feel like this is all just a matter of trying to show people that he can still hit home runs so that he can get money in the off season. Like, oh wow, I can hit home runs. Yeah. When people throw you meatballs right down the middle and not even at hard speeds. Yep. Yep, you can definitely hit home runs. So I don't understand it. I don't understand, or I don't agree with the decision. I think he should have just sat out, you know. But then again, he's only going as a reserve. It's not like he's a starter. Aaron has been crap the past few weeks. I'm sorry, man. Is it service? Like, is the service, or what's the issue? Russian hackers. Hey, could be North Korean hackers or Iranian hackers. Or Chinese. Could be the Chinese. The Chinese are sophisticated at that.
2-1. Three balls, one strike. That's ball 4. Take the base.
You're talking about Iran? Well, here's the thing. I don't like discussions about taking out world leaders in my chat, because that could easily inspire someone, and they may do it. And I don't want to be the reason a world leader got assassinated or killed. No, there hasn't. When has there been talk about offing a world leader? I can tell you, I don't. If I saw that in my chat, I would not allow it. Good, whether I agree with it or not. Right. I've never called for a world leader to be off. I've never done that. And I don't recall anyone in my chat, other than what you just did, calling for that too. So I really do not want... I don't want that kind of discussion in here. I really don't.
Ball 2. 2-2 now. Helpful.
Yes. Oh, no. I'm sorry. I thought you said if I ever heard of an AK-47. No. I've never even held a gun. Sorry, I misread that. I thought you said heard, not held. Okay, that's fine. Okay. That's his right. But I do not want a gun in my hands. I don't trust myself with a gun in my hands. Well, that's what your mother says. Although, when you're older, you can certainly make that decision for yourself. But, for now, your mother is the one that's going to determine that you're not having an AK-47. Strike 3, sit down. Michael Irvin, holy crap. Or, no, this is Jaker. Okay.
0-1.
I don't know upstairs, I don't know if she's going to do that. Okay, yeah, that's probably a good idea. Yeah, wait, are you going to console her, or are you gonna just give her space? I mean, either option I feel like is a good option. Like, you know, being there for your mother or just letting her have her space. Okay, so you're gonna leave her alone. Okay. Okay. All right. There we go. Got quite a few cards out of it, and a few packs too. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. All right, let's see. Oh, that's wrong one. No, I don't think so. Like, my house is a 2-story house, and that means we have a base level. We have a base level, or the ground level, and then we also have the upstairs. So I don't think a basement counts. Let's see. Okay, so we did that. Still need to get hits. Still need to get extra base hits. Aw. Well, there you go. The puppy is already consoling her. Aw, how sweet. All right, so I think I'll play a conquest game just so I can get the just so I could get the extra base hit and the hits. You ever lost a yeah, cheater. I lost a good coworker and friend of mine in December. I mean, he was in his 30s, and I was good friends with him. In fact, I considered him one of my mentors at work. I went to his wake in January. I drove out all the way to Long Island to be able to go to his wake. Like, I cried when I heard that he passed away. Yeah, I probably did, because I was probably so upset about it. All right, so yeah, let's do. Although I do need to. Should get some. Yeah, we're gonna do Lucas Sims and Aroldis Chapman to. I gotta tell you. Yep, I would. I certainly would. Although, maybe give it a little time. Maybe give it some time. Let your mother grieve. Give her some space. Oh. Well, I would certainly start off with, "Hey, Mom, how are you? Are you doing okay? How are you holding up?" Like, that's at least what I would do. You know, I would just check on her before you move forward. You know, so I have experiments that okay, but again, like, let's just check on her. All right, just check on her before you decide to mention to her that you are being monetized on Instagram.
He's out.
Wait, so there's a baseball account that's being monetized, or is it the main account, the one that I'm following on Instagram? Oh, man. Okay, at least there's one hit. I want to bring in money to go to Bucks games. Higashioka.
The second baseman.
I'm following whichever the depressed Jaguars fan. That's the one I follow. Whichever one that one is. Why do you have so many? If you don't mind me asking.
Batting second. The center fielder.
Okay. All right. Go ahead. Go do your thing. Go do whatever you gotta do. Strike 3. Sit out.
Ball. Ball 1, no strike.
Well, I know that's the Twitter one. I don't know if I'm following that on Instagram. I think it's just the depressed Jaguars fan. That's the one I'm following. Strike 3, sit down. Attaboy, Brown. Now let's get Mr. Lucas Sims up and warming. Dang! I could have used that hit. Oh, he missed it! Does that count as a hit, though? Let's see. Game log. Ramos doubles. Okay, so it does count as a hit. Good.
Counts 1-0. That's out.
Come on, Castellanos.
One ball, 2 strikes.
That was such a wasted opportunity. Well, with Brown, I'll try, but if he gets into trouble, I'm bringing in Sims. Strike 3, sit down. Uh-oh. Better be careful and watch out for any steal. Although I have a feeling that this is merely just get speed on the base pass so that they can try to score a run.
Ball inside.
Come on, Brown. You got this. Not exactly the quietest out, but it's an out nonetheless.
Nope, outside. Hey. Hey.
Strike 3, sit down. Alright, so we are gonna get Chapman up and warming. We may throw Chapman in instead of Sims to kind of round out or in the bottom of the third. Hopefully we have the lead by then. But in case we don't, then Sims is going to get the save. There we go. There's the extra base hit that I was looking for when I tried to stretch Hampson earlier to a double. There's the extra base hit. That's it. She's giving one-word responses. I mean, to me, that sounds like that she probably doesn't want to talk. Maybe do it later. Later when she's in a bit of a better mood. That would be my advice.
Now,
Yes, but does it have to be right now, or can it wait? My guess is it probably can wait. How about just wait, okay? Give it some time, give it a few hours, and then go talk to her again. See if she's in a bit of a better mood. Okay, alright, go ahead.
No ball, 2 strikes. Ball 1.
Strike 3, sit out.
Now running at second base, number 1, Ryan Bliss.
Oh yeah, which one?
0-1. Oh.
Oh. There we go. Excellent. Yadiel Rivera. Let's see.
The third baseman, Gio Urshela.
Yep, that ball went out.
Previously played in the Major League for the Milwaukee Brewers, Miami Marlins, and Texas Rangers. He is not a prospect. He's 32 years old.
The right fielder, Nick Castellanos.
Well,
Made his Major League debut in September 2015. Back up Jonathan VR. Uh-oh. Yep, I just realized that might have been... Nope, because he elected free agency in November 2017 and signed a minor league contract with the Miami Marlins.
he's safe.
Currently, his MLB stats: batting average 175, one home run. He did hit that home run against Max Scherzer, so that's not exactly something to shy away, but
The back number 1, shortstop Gary Hampson.
says the last thing on here was that he signed a minor league contract with the Diamondbacks in 2022 and was assigned to AAA Reno Aces. He was released in June later that year.
Now pitching for the Brewers.
So I don't know if he currently is playing for. Well, you said he made the All-Star League or All-Star game for AA, correct? Okay, so he made a
Second baseman, Ryan
All-Star game for AA. I mean, that's better than what I've ever done. I've only made one All-Star game in my entire... He's 32 years old, cheater. At this point, his career is not going to get any better. Oh, sure. Now we want to get all our hits. Now everyone just wants to get hits. Hold on, I just heard my phone.
0-1.
Uh-oh. Sister second texting the group.
Now back, left fielder, Elliott Reynolds.
Oh.
Now pitching for the Brewers, number 31, Joel
Right.
Carr.
Yep, that's what I read. Okay. Okay. But not CJ Cron, just his brother.
Now playing second base. Now pitching, Lucas.
Okay, but it's not CJ Cron. That's like me saying Ben Verlander follows me on Twitter. It's not Justin, it's Ben. Or not on Twitter, here on Twitch. Ben Verlander follows me here on Twitch.
0-1's the count.
But it's not, my point is, it's not Justin Verlander. If it were Justin Verlander, that would be something worth bragging about. Ben Verlander is still pretty good. I mean, he's a sports media personality right now. I'm not complaining about that. I'm just saying that it would be a lot, it would be even more special if it were Justin Verlander who were following me. That's what I'm saying. None. Because I only have one Instagram account and I keep it personal. And I'm not very active on Instagram.
That's outside.
Or another example, Tyler and Trevor McGill's mother follows me on X. It's neither one of those players, but it's their mother. That's another example. Okay, but it's not CJ Cron. Ooh, look at that. We actually have enough to complete this program by doing the moments. So let's do it. Hold on, I'm just going to turn off the ringer here.
Nope, ball. 1-0.
First base.
Nice one. Foul ball. Good.
Strike 3, sit down.
That's the ball. Hey, 1-1.
Good thing it's runs that I can't allow, not hits. Because I feel like that would put a lot more pressure on this moment to get it done. Ooh, my gosh.
Ball, that's in.
Strike 3, sit down. Sit down, Rowdy Tellez. You and your bat flip against the Mets in Game 1 of that series. Sit down.
You know.
Woo! All right, there's 2 innings. That's all I needed. And it's another... okay, they need to get guys who are not going to... that are not going to play the same positions. Like, freaking... second base and starting pitcher. I don't need that many guys. Especially since we're not even talking about... it's not even player-specific XP missions. Oh. Oh, well.
Nope, that's inside. Hey. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Strike 3, sit down.
Hey. 0-1. Hey. 0-2 is the count.
Strike 3, sit down.
Ball, down.
Probably DFA'd. But I guess they can both say that they were in the MLB. They played in the MLB. However it went, at least they got a taste of it, which is more than what I could say as a person. Haven't even played beyond Little League. And even in Little League, I barely played.
0-2.
Strike 3, sit down.
Off the plate, ball 1.
Strike 3, sit down. Man, I just may strike out my way through this moment. I just need the catcher. Strike 3, sit down. My fielders could go take a seat, relax. I got this. Or I got it. Let's see. Oh, I see. They didn't even want to... They didn't even put in Jose Iglesias moment. Huh. All right, just got to do 1 inning, 1 strikeout. And I can't give up a run. I certainly appreciate the game not the moments not limiting me to, or just telling me not to give up runs, because giving up a hit is a little difficult, or not giving up a hit is a little difficult. What? Oh, if that could have just been strike 3. That could have been strike 3. I would have had that strikeout.
Ball.
Oh! Missed inside.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
I made a group chat for all my followers to talk in. Like me and my supporters. Okay. Alright, well. How many are in there talking right now? Strike 3, sit down. There's my strikeout. Now I just need to get 1 more out. I get 1 more out, and then I'm done with this inning. Probably like 5 or 10. Okay, that's a pretty good number. Effective at like 2 in the morning. It's horrible. Strike 3, sit down. I gave them 1. I gave them 1 better. I got them 2 strikeouts. See, UK, South Korea. All right. Oh boy. I see the Wisely home run scares, or the Wisely moment scares me, because that's like hit a home run. You know? Whereas India is just 2 hits, which is not as bad. In fact, I already have the first one right there. So maybe I don't do the Wisely. Maybe I don't do the Wisely moment. Maybe I just stick to India and Royce Lewis and let that be it. Ugh! Gosh darn it. Alright, this is my last chance to get in.
Oh. 1-0.
I didn't think that was going to be a hit. Oh well, gotta try again. Oh, nope, not done yet. Well, you know you could block them, right? You could just remove them from the chat. Why not? If you don't like what they're saying, you can remove them.
That missed. That's the ball.
Okay, if you don't mind dealing with trolls, that's fine. I just wouldn't put up with it. But I guess that's just me personally.
No, he's
Well, see, if you threaten but never follow through, then they're just going to keep acting like this, and eventually they'll get to a point where they're like, well, you haven't kicked me out yet, so why should I... You haven't kicked me out yet, so why should I take your threat seriously? You know, in business, they call it a landmark fire. I've heard this term before. Basically, you take the worst person or the worst employee, you fire them, and then sends a message to all the other employees that you're not messing around. Like, think of it that way.
Batting fourth, the third baseman, Royce
So block him.
Lewis.
It's not... All right, do whatever you want. Do whatever you want. I personally would not put up with this.
That's the ball.
What exactly is he bringing to the conversation? What is he bringing to the conversation? Is he making points at all? Like good points that are open to discussion? Or is he just going in there saying, oh, this sucks, you suck, he sucks, you know, you all suck? Like, is he just criticizing? If he adds nothing to the conversation, cheater, then don't put up with it. But if you don't want to listen to me, that's fine. That's fine. I'm just trying to help you out.
That's inside ball.
I don't even know what that means.
Hee-haw! Ball. Hit! 2-2.
Okay, do whatever you want. Like I said, do whatever you want. It's your account, it's your group chat. It's yours. Not mine. This is why I hate the end. This is why I hate the end. Too easy for everyone to call each other names and insult each other, and they wouldn't do it. They wouldn't do it to their faces. If they were standing right next to each other, or if they were staring at each other, they would not make those. They would not make those comments in person. But everyone gets to hide behind a computer screen, so.
Batting fourth, the third baseman, Royce Lewis.
Hey.
Come on, can I just hit this home run with Royce Lewis already?
No ball, no strike.
This is exactly why I didn't want to do the moment with Brett Wisely. Because you think this is taking me long. Wisely would have taken me even longer.
All right. 2-1. No, that missed. That's a ball.
There we go. There's the home run that I was looking for. There's the home run. All right, there's Jonathan India. Ooh, we got 9,000 XP from that too. So now, if I go over to Special Collections, lock in Jonathan India, and there we go. There is Royce Lewis. Now let's go over to season 2 collections, because I can add some of these guys to my collection now. All right. And now all that's left is the Retro Home Run Derby. What's up, Mets? How are you? And what to do in MLB The Show? Mets, hold that thought for a second, because I'm ending part 1 of the stream here because I just finished up on the season awards one. I'm going to start part 2 in about a second. So, I just finished up on the season awards. Just come back in a few minutes and I'll answer that comment. So, yes, guys, this is the end of the season 2 awards drop 5 program grind. Thank you to everyone who tuned in. Even if it was only for a moment, I greatly appreciate it. If you haven't done so already, please be sure to follow me here on Twitch and or subscribe. Either one would make me a very happy person. If you're watching this on YouTube, I thank you so much for tuning in. I hope that you liked the video and subscribe to my channel. And if you want to know when I go live, you can follow me on X at TeefTV, NextJGGen24. It's my gamer tag that's in the upper left there. So go give me a follow. I'll usually post whenever I go live. You can also turn on notifications here on Twitch. That way Twitch sends you an email every time I start up a stream. So that's the end of this. This is only part 1. Give me like 5 minutes or give me 1 minute. I'll be right back for part 2. We're going to be grinding the Retro Home Run Derby program next. So hang tight with me for 1 second. I'll be right back.